bottle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce, ain't no dub.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans.
For Houston.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second and 2. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Focus.
Toss play for Samuels. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Switch. Check. Switch.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Samuels. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Jalen Samuels, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
40 wants the mic. Check, 41.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Texans.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Working with his 2nd and 4. A toss, left side, Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
T.J. Watt there on
well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll try the air now with Watson. It's complete. Stills. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First down carry here for Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Duke Johnson.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, complete. It's Johnson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run it with Johnson, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Steelers nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Rolling to his right. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's now 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Cobb to return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. First down. It's Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They toss it out right to Johnson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Back to throw, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
2nd down and 8.
Check 41. Take 2 of them.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second and 8 coming up.
No spacing. Watch the run. Watch the run. 41 Mike. No foul. Defense wins championships.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on second and 8. Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on third and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over first and 10.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins.
Watson's pass.
And down he'll go at the 25. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down. Watson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Brandon Cooks. He gets it to Cooks. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete.
Brandon Cooks.
Touchdown.
His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son. 41 Mike, 41 Mike.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And big bid intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. And let's get this,
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Watson flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 4, check 4. Double bump. Undercut, 44.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They get 25 there. First down, Houston.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Texans first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
4-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Watson off play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's 3rd down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That will give running right to Samuels. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got three down. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Watch the twist. Jim, takes both of them. Check three.
On 2nd and a couple, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. In your face.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Murray. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And he will score. It's a touchdown.
Houston.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Steelers, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
It's now 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now in Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Quarter. 77.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And my goodness, another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Well, they're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a... Good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No. Okay.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Samuels again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Alert. Check 6 guy. Alert.
The first throw for the backup, Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, defensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Showtime today, baby.
Sheds off the tackle. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Third and long, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Complete 2D.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he finds McDonald. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First target, first catch at a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Monday. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, Watch the pass. Here we go. Kill. Turn it up. Monday.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
He's going to launch it for Washington, and that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Will Fuller.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, Texans.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
Prime time, baby.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or close in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Get your swarm on.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Smith-Schuster.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
41's coming, 41's a Mike.
On third down, Rosen. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Rosen looking to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Rosen on first down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off for the loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Watson's going to throw it here. And the catch made by Johnson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Houston.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Houston, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.